You know when the sun comes out in England and you feel all summery and ambitious and fancy, and you buy a packet of basil from the supermarket and you think, oh, I feel like I'm in Mallorca all week. And then it stays in the fridge all week because you can't be asked to do anything with it? Or is that just me? Can't be just me. And then your dreams start turning soft and limp and brown and sludgy, like your life. Well, don't panic. Don't cry. I've got an idea for you. Find an old packet of green lentils in the back of the cupboard. Put them in a pan, give them a wash. Pick if you've got a bay tree outside or some dried bay leaves and wash them if they're fresh from outside and then put them in the mix. Add 1 vegetable stock cube and boil. Boil it for a bit, for a few minutes. I usually tend to wait till it starts to overflow out the sides and splash all over the cooker and the kitchen and me, and then turn it down to a simmer. I've got it on the lowest heat and now I'm going to go and sit outside. $99, please. Okay, it's about 5-10 minutes later, and honestly, there's no way to give you an idea about how long this is going to take because I find that it depends on the moon how long it takes to cook a lentil. But once it gets to be sort of like that, probably twice the size as it was when it was dry, give it a bit of a squashy stir because you really want to break them up so they become thick and gloopy, because obviously you want it to be pasty pate. So give them a stir but squash them down at the same time just to help them along. You might want to add some more water at this point and then squash. There we go, I've given them a mash and a squash. Mash, squash. and you can see that they're starting to break down. So it's not just liquid anymore, it's starting to thicken up. Okay, leave that for a while, just let that simmer a bit longer and keep doing it, really, just keep repeating it. Right, I think that's ready. Squash. One word of warning, safety announcement. Even when you've turned the heat off, the lentils are like molten lava and it can still be bubbling from underneath. So don't get a lentil burn. Step away and just leave them to calm down for a minute. A bit like a toddler or a hissing cat. So there you go. I've taken it off the stove. I've got it on the bench. There you go. See, they're even turning to mush after I've taken them off the heat, and they'll keep getting softer and mushier. So there you go. Once it's safe and your lentils are not on the attack anymore, add all of that basil. Just put it in. And stir it in. Oh my god, the smell is phenomenal. I could eat this whole pan with this spoon. Hang on. If you can hear something that sounds in distress, it's not. It's just the seagulls are going mental. The last week, no one knows why they're going so crazy, but they're screaming from morning till night and doing other things as well, but that's another story. My poor begonia. So, right, okay, there you go. That's it. Just leave it now. It's still hot. It's too hot to eat. But that's your base. That's literally green lentils, vegetable stock cube, and basil. I put in bay leaves because I've got some in the garden. If you've got some in the packet in a drawer, add them as well. But the only three main ingredients you need are the lentils, the stock cube, and some herbs. However, I'm just going to add something else which I've always got in because I'm addicted to it, which is going to take it into another dimension. You don't have to if you can't be bothered or you're just not interested. But I can and I am. So wait there. Cheers. I don't drink. Just vinegar. I'm a picklehead. Oh. So you can see it's already thickening up and it's become really gloopy. And I'm going to leave the bay leaves in there because they'll continue to infuse in the flavour and they'll be sweet and floral. So yeah, I've put some toast in. I'm going to have some now. I can't wait for it to cool down. But if you can wait, the flavour obviously is much better once it's cold, and it's even toast ready, and it's even better the next day. You can also freeze it, or you can have it as a meal with rice and with vegetables, with some yogurt and whatever you want really. But I'm going to have it now on toast. Ta-da! There we go. Genuinely, I'm not putting this on for YouTube. I honestly can't be asked to cook. However, I do like to eat. If I can get it out of a packet and it's not going to kill me, then I'd rather do that. But honestly, this is boiled lentils, packet of herbs and a stock cube. Polish bread toasted, butter, and sorry, I am one of those people who happens to have capers and jalapenos in the fridge. I don't think that's too fancy. Is that too fancy? No. And that's it. So if you fancy it, please make it. You won't regret it. And if you'd like some more, if you enjoyed me rambling on about lentils, please subscribe or like or leave a message. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you. Bye-bye. Sorry, I forgot to say, keep some for now in the fridge and freeze some for later.